The Syrian Arab Army maintains full control on Hawsh al-Fara village in Damascus suburbs, eliminating all the terrorists in the area. The Lebanese army expands its clampdown on terrorism in Sidon and Akkar. Tunisia enters a new political stage with the defeat of al-Nahda Muslim Brotherhood and the victory of the secular Nida Tunis party. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Irado Krikorian with the news in English. In Damascus countryside, Syrian Arab army units have maintained control on Hawsh al-Fara village after eliminating terrorist gatherings and destroying their criminal tools. They also tightened control on Meida village and are successfully proceeding into the factories area in Tal al-Kurdi in Eastern Ghotta, killing a large number of terrorists. The Syrian Arab Army has also eliminated terrorists in Mashara in al-Qunaitira suburbs. Several armed men were also killed or wounded in Dar'a countryside, and their hideouts were destroyed east of Al-Yaduda, Dar al-Adas and Ram al-Awsaj. The Syrian Arab Army, in cooperation with the Popular Defense Units, have thwarted an attempt by Jabhat al-Nusra terrorists to infiltrate into the city of Idlib, killing a large number of them, including the leader of the attack, the so-called Abu al-Walid al-Libi, and other suicide bombers. Life is returning to normal in the city. All the attempts by the terrorists to besiege the city and cut off Idlib-Ariha road have been foiled. The terrorist groups had launched a widespread attack in the surroundings of Idlib, stirred up their sleeping cells inside the city, and tried to distract the security barricades and create a state of chaos. Some suicide bombers also tried to infiltrate in the municipality building, opening fire and throwing bombs, but they were all pushed back by the Syrian Arab Army, who successfully thwarted all their plans. Welcome back. Hezbollah Secretary General Hassan Nasrallah has affirmed that the Takfiri trends are greatly distorting Islam because they have been killing and slaughtering people on the basis of false interpretation of Quranic verses and the sayings or hadith of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Addressing the ceremony held on the occasion of the Holy Ashura anniversary, Nasrallah warned of the dangers of the spread of Takfiri thought in some countries, pointing out that it depends on acts of killing, raping and plundering, and that confronting it should take, in the first place, a cultural and intellectual approach. Nasrallah said, "What is going on now is a threat to Islam as a religion, as well as to the Islamic nation and society. We should not only deal with the problems," Nasrallah added, "but also with the reasons behind the inception of Takfiri forces in the Islamic world." Lebanese security sources said that the Lebanese army foiled a scheme to launch 2 terrorist attacks on the compound of Fatima al-Zahra and on the military security center at Sidon Harbor. The sources pointed out that the terrorist cell affiliated to the terrorist Ahmed al-Asir and composed of Lebanese and 3 Syrians is behind the planned attack. Tracking the terrorists, the Lebanese authorities carried out raids in the old markets of Sidon, arresting the father of a wanted terrorist. Meanwhile, in Akkar, the Lebanese army raided several towns in Al-Minya and Al-Nabiyusha, searching for terrorists who have fled Tripoli. The army also erected barricades on all crossroads and was widely deployed in different neighborhoods of the area. The Lebanese army also arrested the terrorist Hilal Magherbil from the terrorist group led by Ahmed Miqati in Bab al-Tabbane in Tripoli. In Iraq, the Military Operation Command in Baghdad said that it has regained control over al-Muthanna facility. Near the road of Samarra, al-Thara, defeating the terrorists from the area. In Al-Anbar, the Iraqi army sent military reinforcements to Amiriyat al-Fallujah, preparing to fight a fourth battle against the terrorists of Daesh. Finally, in Tunisia, preliminary results of the legislative elections showed that Nida Tunis party was leading, predicting it to win 86 out of 217 in the parliament, while the hardline al-Nahda movement is expected to get 67 seats. Al-Nahda movement conceded defeat, as France press quoted its spokesman Ziad al-Adara as saying that the non-final results show that Nida Tunis was at the forefront. The first permanent parliament and government since 2011 will emerge in Tunisia after the elections, as the new constitution, which was ratified in January, grants wide powers for the parliament and the government compared with limited powers for the president of the republic. The Independent High Electoral Commission is expected to announce the official results later today. With this to conclude our news for today. Thank you for watching.